We have long known that ancient Babylonians were really good at math and astronomy, but we are still trying to figure out exactly how good. I mean, they understood the Pythagorean theorem about 1,000 years before Pythagoras was even born and recorded the passage of Halley's Comet around 164 BC. So it shouldn't be too surprising that newly decoded markings on a small clay tablet dating back 2,000 years has revealed that the ancient Babylonian astronomers used sophisticated geometrical principles to track the path of the planet Jupiter more than 1,400 years before Europeans were believed to have devised a mathematical technique. Hey guys, it's Mikexingchen. The tablet, just a few inches tall and wide, showcases a form of pre-calculus that could be used to describe the motion of Jupiter across the sky in relation to the stars. Scientists had believed the mathematical method had been developed by scholars in Europe in the 14th century, but the tablet, dated between 350 to 50 BC, predates the European model by around 1,500 years. This means that these ancient astronomers had not only figured out how to predict Jupiter's path more than 1,000 years before the first telescopes existed, but were using mathematical techniques that would form the foundations of modern calculus as we now know it. This is of course a big discovery. The tablet is one out of hundreds that were excavated during the 19th century. Anthropologists and archaeologists have been working for more than 100 years trying to decode all of them. Professor Matthew Alsendriver, a researcher in the history of ancient science who deciphered the markings, said the tablets have redefined the history books. He says that the thoroughly modern concept of graphing velocity over time is clearly at play on the ancient clay. Additionally, 4 other tablets with mathematical calculations on them clearly show that the Babylonian mathematicians and astronomers at the time understood how to read such a graph, with the area under the curve representing distance traveled. The markings depict measurements made to track Jupiter as it moved along the horizon, calculating the planet's position at 60 days and then at 120 days. From this, it appears that the Babylonians used geometrical calculations based on a trapezoid, a 4-sided shape in which the top and bottom lines are parallel. What makes the findings surprising is that it had previously been thought that Babylonian astronomers only used arithmetical concepts and not geometry. Professor Alsendriver says he's unsure as to why these calculations were used in this way, as the concept of making plots of something against time would have been an abstract one. He said the importance of the findings is that these tablets prove that the Babylonians were using geometry in a way that anticipated how we describe and compute motions nowadays. Any book on history of math and physics will tell you this type of graph velocity against time was invented around 1350 in the Middle Ages. We now know the Babylonians already invented it. You know, I love stories like this because it shows exactly how little we actually know about the ancient civilizations that once roamed our planet. And keep in mind, mind-blowing discoveries like this one is still only from the tiny span of time that is recorded history, which is only about 5,000 years. And what's more interesting is that when describing how they obtained this knowledge, many of these ancient cultures actually speak of gods that came from the cosmos and shared this type of information with them. So we'll get to that in another video. Thanks so much for watching. See you later.